Hello everybody, Rob here from Average Hobby, and today I've got a new little box. So this is something completely different. Usually we're doing, model sets, single models, etc., etc. But today we're doing a train set, specifically the boarding actions train set. I've been wanting to do this version of the game for a while now, and I'm actually very, very excited for this. One of the hobby stores that I follow actually has a copy of the Gallowfall, I think it is, terrain sets, with the proper ones for the kill team, and I am contemplating pulling the trigger on that quite a bit, just because it comes with everything. They have it as basically like a bundle, where they just collected all the unsold sets and they're selling it as a large bundle set where you have to get not this box but the half box, the Gallowfall part of the box, with a whole bunch of extra little bits. Then I think it's the two, possibly, yeah, I think it's two additional sets they released for extra terrain, walls, etc. So I'm this close to getting it. Price is a little high. If I were to get it, it would be I'd have to save up a couple months to get it, just because I have a strict budget for myself for my hobbying. So this would be a 2-month combined budget. I'm still kind of on the fence about it. But I got the big one, got the boarding action set, the main one, and we're going to open this puppy up. Now, to open this up is a few things. This is the biggest box, to put this in perspective. This box is actually, I think, bigger than Leviathan, just in sheer weight. I've actually got the waybills for this and Leviathan, and I was shocked, actually, how much these sets weigh. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and get, I think that's as high right there as I can go. And let's bring this forward. Up. Okay. So this is honestly, I think, the best I can do. I think, yeah. I was a little worried that the tripod I have my camera on is a little not working. But here we go. I'm actually going to turn off my secondary light here. Actually, I'll turn it on, and I'll have it just on the side. So here we go. Nope. There we go. I'm actually going to keep. Oops, sorry. I'm going to keep the box for just future stuff. To be honest with you, I might even put the painted terrain back in the box, maybe with some foam liner or something. But here we go. Okay. So we got 2 doors here. Assuming that door goes with that, just with this shape. This door probably goes with something else. I like how there's some of the stuff is already laid out. I did see that there's some stuff like these here are do not glue, so there's actually quite a few parts that are do not glue for the assembly, which makes me think, because someone told me, hey, you're going to not glue a lot of things. Well, this thing's actually loose. There. Got some banged up parts a little bit here. Overall, nice. Trying to get a lot of stuff on the one side here. Another door. So take them from the other side. Okay, those were just molded very close. No, they're not loose as well. I'm missing a piece here. We'll see where that went. No, we're missing another one. I think those are the caps. I'm going to be using a lot of Dirty Down Rust and Dirty Down Verdigris. And my I've got a whole bunch of Shrieking Grime that I want to use for this as well. There's another one there. Let's try to get the other camera over here. So I don't know how well this is going to come across after it's been put all back together. After it's been all put back together. Well, not back together, but put together. Yeah, this is going to be my next big. That one's loose. Set here. I don't know if you saw that, but a spider just fell across the screen. Little skulls there. I don't know if you can see that all great, but like I said, if I had to zoom out, oh, there's stuff underneath. Nice. Missing another thing there. Very nice. Some doors. Some sort of fusion thing. A little middle wall there. I'm assuming something like that goes with it. But then you can swap it out for, I'm assuming, something else maybe. Some more sections there. Another door. Seem to have a lot of hatches. A lot of doors. The doors are, I'm going to assume, are also non-glue, so yeah, because of these. So there's the other one. Oh, missing parts. I think it was 3 that I was missing. We got like a nice little. Try to get that away for a second. Nice little poster that's got a little poking damage, but no. Oh, hang on, there's a little bit of damage over there, but we can make that a little weird. But it's very nice. I like it. It's apparently it's the blood angles. Put it over with the other 2 that I've got. Then we got what I'm assuming is the Groundem. Basically, it's 2 Kill Team boards combined. So this is going to be the 2 things I can see. It's 2, 3, and 3 there. Let's bring the light over. So it's 3 and 3 from the looks of it. So that's nice. Set that over here for now. Then we got the instruction manual. So it's kind of showing, hey, these are the overall parts you get. Okay, 20 tops. Okay. And because they're like this, I'm assuming, obviously, they don't get glued. I like how they put a roof on this to make it look a little cooler. So it's like, hey, do this 4 times. 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 Hey, do this. Don't glue it. Looks like you get 60 tops, actually. Okay. So there's a lot of do not paint or do not glue. Do this 4 times, 4 times, 4 times, 4 times, 32 times. I don't know if you can see this. Do this 32 times. 32 times. Holy crap. Okay. Then it's showing you over here on the right side all the different Parts there. And then, yeah, everything there. So it doesn't actually show you how much of everything, but you should have 20 spare lids that don't get glued on. Okay. I think this is definitely going to be a large project. This is going to be a project that actually takes a while. Now they have here kind of like doing it like a beige. What I'm going to be doing is originally I'm going to prime it all in black. Makes sense. Then what I'm going to do, let's see, where is it? And then I'm going to give it a very liquidy spray of Army Painter. Wow. Let's move this where there's light now. I'm going to do Army Painter plate mail. Or, this is my other idea. I'm going to look to see if these are available, now that I think about it, in air. But I want to do the rough iron and night scales. So the plan will be to do a base, possibly kind of do a base like this, where we do the base and night scales, then go to the rough iron, and then do highlights or a dry brush in the plate mail. I have this in regular, the Fanatic now, so. But the plan is to kind of build up a growiness, so to speak, on the paint. It's an idea. I really don't know what I'm gonna do. I didn't think it was this much. But the whole point is, right? It's something that's run down. It's gonna get basically rusted. I'm gonna be rusting the living daylights out of it, and verdigreeing a lot of it. So I might pick a generic color for the majority of it to go in, kind of like how they have it here, and then just come in, paint certain areas silver. Because I'm thinking it's a ship, right? So the ship is going to be theoretically maintained sort of okay. So there's, I mean, if I grab one of these here, let's grab this one. So I mean, if you look, there is quite a lot of detail in these, right? And this actually goes, I think, this way. So there's quite a lot of detail on both sides. So I'm going to have to decide what my base color is going to be, because I want it to be run down a little bit. So I don't know if I'm going to go with the beige color that we have here, like that bony color. I do have that same color in Army Painter Air. It's kind of like a charred bone. If I look at it, it might be just a little lighter. I mean, that could be the picture, the frame, you know, the flash from the camera that they use to take the picture. And then my plan is to hit it with, excuse me, sorry, a lot of rust, a lot of verdigris, a lot of streaky grime. I'm probably going to do, because I don't know if I want streaky grime over the rust or have the rust separate. The rust is also water soluble, so when I go to clean up the streaky grime, I don't want to wipe off accidentally the rust. So what I'm probably going to do is pretty much come up with my base color, paint everything. I'm going to leave most of this green, excuse me, kind of on, but the big ones are going to be off. The smaller ones are going to be lit up a little bit, but nothing too crazy. Then what I'm probably going to do is do streaky grime over as much as I can. Get it nice and dirty and grimy in that. Wipe a lot of that off. Then come in with the rust and just rustify and grimify. So I'm going to do a lot of verdigris. Anything that I do silver, I'm going to possibly verdigris. I don't know yet. I do like the way they have the rust in here, though. I got to admit, it's nice, but We'll see. So what you're going to see is in the second half of this, maybe it put together. I don't know, honestly, because a lot of this is just don't glue. So I might just have all this painted up in the next part of the video, to be honest with you, and just talk about the overall pain that it's going to be to put together and process and get done. So that in mind, I will be probably right back. For you, it's going to be a couple seconds. For me, it's going to be, I honestly don't know. I'm starting to regret this already. Anyways, I'll be right back. Possibly in days or weeks. Okay, so here we are. So everything's been made up. We have a whole bunch of stuff. I'm going to talk about ease of putting things together versus how hard things are to put together. To be honest, this is the easiest thing I think I've ever put together. Some of these, like for example, this wall section here, the main thing was just getting this door to be able to open. There's just that piece there and the door. That's it. Some of these were a little bit more complicated because you can, pop. Oh, geez. That top off and then pop that off. So not a lot of gluing, to be honest with you. I think each piece had a minimum or a maximum of, I think it's like 2 glued pieces. So for example, this piece here, you can see here, the only thing that was glued was the center piece there. That's it. Everything else is just snap on. Overall, pretty good. It's very daunting. Initially, I was concerned about just the sheer amount of plastic. As you can see from over here, everything's put together. I took these just as examples as to what you're looking at. Like at square doors, round-ish doors. Same thing here. This is just a piece that, it goes that way. Yeah. These cap ends. So I did the math, and you get like 40 something of them. You don't need that many. They're the spare pieces. Excluding these two, I've got another 10 in the box. I was looking at the different combinations that you can make with this thing, and I think I might not need a single one, because every single one already has a cap in it. So I don't know why there's so many. I think in total there was 46, 60. There are 60 of these. Like, there's 3 different kinds. There's 20 of the 3 different kinds. Now, I don't, off the top of my head, see a different one here. Like, I think this one's different than this one here. But overall, yeah, you didn't need 60 of these. I think you needed like maybe 50. Because just combination-wise, every single end cap, this is actually my main complaint, is these end caps. Each end cap, you can see a connection point there, connection point there, no connection point there, connection point there, no connection point there, connection point there. There's no 3 sides to be able to connect stuff. That is my only gripe about all of this. Well, that and how detailed it is and how much of a pain in the butt it's going to be paint, but that's more of my problem. Yeah, so what's going to happen is we'll do a cut in here. When I come back, everything will be painted up, and we will, see how things are. I am going to go with the images. So I'm going to spray the whole thing from top to bottom with Army Painter Air Charred Bone. Once that charred bone is done, I'm going to come back and I'm going to give it an overbrush of the skeleton bone. Then, after the overbrush is done, I'm then going to come in and do a dry brushing of bleach bone. So it has that, like, you know, whitish metallic look to it. I am going to undercoat the entire thing. Yeah. With Army Painter plate mail. So I'm going to prime the whole thing gray, hit it with the plate mail, then do the 3 coats where it's a whole coat of this. I'm probably going to mix in. So I have 2 options. Option number 1, do a mix of plate mail and charred bone, 50-50 mix. I might have to do 2 coats, maybe 3 coats, to get that metallic-y cold color going. Then there's another option, which is bam, using Vallejo metal medium. Now the issue with this is it will change the color of that, so I don't know if that's exactly what I want to go with in regards to that whole thing. So what I'm probably going to do is do one of these as a test model, probably in the next day or 2, and decide how I'm going to do this, and just to make sure that it is what it is. It is what I might actually do one of these, just so I can get used to the figuring of taking off the top caps or whatever. I think I'm going to use this one because it also has a door. I'm going to prototype this one, and then we will see what's going on. But yeah, with that in mind, I will be right back, and you'll see the prototyping as to what I've done or what I've decided to do. Okay, be right back. And we're back, everybody. Hello. So, they're painted up. It's been a couple seconds for you, but it's been a month for me. I have it set up like this because there's multiple pieces. So everything is times 4. So there's 4 of this one, 4 of this one, 4 of this guy, 4 of this guy, etc., 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 and etc. In the end, I think this is, by volume, the largest set I have ever painted. I initially went in and did my painting, so you can actually see, you know, there's actual, like, things have been painted in. The rust actually covered it really well. That was before I got things set up. But yeah, you can see, like, you know, some stuff worked. So basically what I did is I did my base coat, kind of like in a beige. Then I came in and dry brushed everything with plate mail, the new from Fanatic, and then came in with some, I think it was the iron, the wrought iron, I think it was, the kind of like the brownish gray, or the brownish metallic. Came in, gave that a dry brush. You can actually see some of it, like right here. Overall, that was pretty much the main thing I did. Then I came in and did my whites, so like where there's like a skull, for example, over here. Anything that was silver, I hit with silver. But then, when all that was done, I then hit everything with Dirty Down Rust. After the Dirty Down Rust was done, you can see, I then came in with the Verdigris and hit it with the Verdigris. And that was pretty much it. I think, like I said, this is the largest by volume model I've done. And it took me over a month to do. Now, mind you, I didn't do it every night. I took at least 2 or 3 hours, if I could, in the evening to get things going, and that's what I did. Couple things I did have issues with. So I had to do some filing. You'll see here, I had to grind down the edges here to make them fit in the little slots here. The second thing I had to do was grind down and sand down. You can see there. So these would fit on and stay, but at the same time, so they'd be a little snug, but not too snug. That's the only issue I had, was after I painted it up and put it all together, it was a pain just to basically force feed all the parts. I wasn't too impressed with that, actually. I thought I was kind of disappointed with that. That it was that almost zero tolerance when it came to putting the parts together. Now to put them together, right? You just put this on. I already got this guy in, so hey, we'll put let's put this guy in. So you just pop it in. You still gotta give it a little push. Not the hardest one to do now, but there we go. Line up. Make sure those are all in place, and that I didn't. There it is. Lose this guy. And there we go. Nice little section done. Fits perfectly. Yeah, overall, after I sanded it down, I did use some 120 grit and 80 grit. It worked perfectly fine. You can actually see the sticks I used back here. Painting was just daunting because, like I said, by volume, or let's just say by surface area, I think this is the biggest kit I've ever painted. It was daunting. It was a little intimidating, to be honest with you. I had a lot of moments where I wasn't too sure how or what I was going to paint, or how I was going to paint it. Finally, in the end, I was like, no, I'm going to do this. I'm going to use this, this, and this. Like I said, anything that was silver got hit with silver. I used oil stains as well from Army Painter. Then yeah, after I colored in all the colors that I wanted, silvers, brown silvers, oil spots to make the kind of things like these, which didn't come out all that great. But you know, after I did all that, hit everything with a Dirty Down Rust. I will say that I used airbrush flow improver. For every 3 drops in a bottle, I did 1 drop of flow improver, and some spots it was a little too thin, some spots it was actually still too thick. You can see the definite difference, for example, between these two. Yeah, I think it's just a matter of time before you kind of get that little ratio going. But overall, amazing set. I'm really looking forward to doing some boarding patrol. And yeah, so there you go. See you guys in the next episode. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you. Could have been watching anything, but you're watching this. So thank you very much. I also want to mention I had to redo my recording setup, so I hope the audio is okay. It's one of the drawbacks of doing 4K now. I have to tweak a few things, modify a few things, and it might take me a few videos to get things back to where they were. With that in mind, thanks for watching. Really appreciate you. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.